So obviously we've got the stand, which is pretty standard. Hello again and welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and you see me here today with Kim Nguyen. Now I think that is how you pronounce her name. I'm not 100% sure. I've double checked on YouTube and there seem to be a few different variations of the surname, so apologies if I have mispronounced it, but I think it's Nguyen. I think that is at least one of the pronunciations I've found. So Kim Nguyen is obviously a Rainbow High doll. Now I say obviously, but I did have to double check because of her colouring I thought, oh, maybe she's Shadow High. And to be honest, they've kind of, towards the end there, they kind of melded into one with the different colours and everything. So this was not a doll I intended to get, but magically she appeared, mainly because she was actually reduced. So any kind of reduction is like a sort of red rag to a bull for me, because obviously, you know, I was there. I did like the doll. The actual base doll I really like. I found the clothes to be a bit dull, to be honest. They weren't really the kind of thing that I would like. But the base doll herself, I do think was really beautiful. She has amazing eye makeup, which we'll obviously have a closer look at. And I did like her hair. I like the fact she has a fringe or bangs, because a few of the Rainbow High ones have that, and Shadow High ones, but not a lot of them, so you don't see that a great deal. She also comes with a sewing machine, which I thought was quite a nice touch, and I think it does work from what I've seen of other people opening Rainbow High sewing machines. So she doesn't come with a second outfit. She basically comes with these sort of accessories just on this side here. I don't know how hard or difficult she'll be to get out. I guess we'll find out, or at least I will. I am going to unbox her off camera and then we will have a close look at her together. I have to say, one of the reasons I am unboxing her today, because she was not, I didn't plan to unbox her, but I watched a video by Starches and Stitches last night, and she had a Ainsley doll which was quite badly stained, because the Ainsley doll comes with black clothing. And it made me think, oh, I hope none of mine are like that. And then I suddenly remembered, oh, I've got one who's got like, basically like denim, like dark denim clothes. So that is why Kim is getting unboxed today. I forgot to show you the back of the box, which does have this really nice image. So this is two of them. So obviously this is Kim. I don't know who the guy is. I think his hair is really nice in this picture. From what I've seen of the actual doll, the hair is problematic, to put it bluntly. But I do like the look of him in this picture. I haven't got any of the Rainbow or Shadow High boy dolls because, to be honest, I just don't like them. They just don't look good to me. They kind of have weird child faces that I just don't like. So yeah, so there's the back of the box. Obviously this is very old style packaging now because the whole thing has been rebooted. And all it says on here is Rainbow High doesn't follow trends, we make them. Watch out, Shadow High. In the world of fashion, we always make the cut. So that's good, isn't it? So I'm going to unbox her, as I say, off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll have a close look at her and all the stuff she comes with. Okay, so here we go. So we have the doll out here. We will come to her in a moment. She wasn't that difficult to get out, to be honest. There were a few kind of things to cut, but on the whole, she was okay. There were chemical tags in the back of her head, which were actually pretty tough to get out, and yeah, it kind of took a few goes, so that was kind of annoying. We'll have a close look at her anyway in a second. Let's have a look at the accessories first. So here we go. So obviously we've got the stand, which they all come with, and even the reboot dolls apparently come with stands as well. So that's pretty good. I can't remember if this goes in the top or the bottom now. I think that just clips on there, and then this will just go in here. This looks, it's quite tight, to be honest, but it's not been that long ago since I opened one of these, I don't think, but there you go. So there you go. So there's the stand. The stand is in a kind of a glittery sort of midnight blue or sort of a navy colour to obviously match her colours. So that is that. We've also got the comb here. Again, this is a kind of a glittery dark blue colour. It's got rainbow written there, sort of etched into the plastic. And that kind of matches the stand, I guess. So there we go. So that is that. We've then got these. So these are, if I can pick it up, these are the hangers. These are the hangers here. Now this is kind of unusual. I wasn't quite expecting this. Normally they are the same colour, or at least they try to. The one with the clips always seems to be a slightly different shade to the other one. But with this one, we've got like a dark navy one here, which says rainbow on. And then the other one is black, which is kind of weird. It's black, but it's got blue clips on it. So I don't really know what was going on there, but that's kind of unusual. But obviously it's nice to get hangers for, well, for clothes they don't actually have, apart from the ones they're wearing. But there we go. So they are the hangers there. And then we get the kind of the interesting bits, I guess. So we've got, let's have a look at this first. We've got a phone and we have a cover for the phone. So let me show you the back of the phone. So obviously they've gone with her sort of colours, although that looks kind of grey. Is it grey? So it's grey. We've got like the camera detail, which is kind of the four lenses there. And then this is the cover. So we've got a big R on it for rainbow. So this has got like glitter in it. It's sort of a see-through plastic with glitter in. It's got an R, which is kind of like stylized. I don't even know how you would describe that, but it's kind of made up of different bits to make the R. This also has one of those sort of finger clips on, so she should be able to hold the phone once it's in there. So we're going to put that in. There we go. So that clips in really nicely in there. On the actual screen of the phone, it looks like she's been taking selfies or something, because there's literally a picture of herself on her phone. It's basically like a fake Instagram account that they've kind of set up. But yeah, so that is the phone. We've then got, now I thought this was a laptop, but unfortunately not. It is a palette of makeup. There we go. So obviously these are kind of the colours that she's got, although she doesn't have any gold. She has kind of silvers and blacks and maybe blues, but she doesn't have any gold. But we've got gold on that one. We've also got the mirror, which actually does work. I've just put it on my face and you can actually see yourself in it. So that is that. So along with the palette of colours, we also have got these 3 brushes, makeup brushes. So I've had these kind of things before. They are a little bit bendy, but these ones are at least look like they've been painted properly. The ones I had before, one of the big brushes had kind of like a weird sort of colour defect on it, but it wasn't a huge issue anyway. So these are kind of like, I would say they're kind of grey handles. Obviously the brushes are black, and then we've got the sort of the silver metal details on there. They can't actually hold these, but you know, they might look nice on a diorama or, you know, in the background or something like that. So that is the brushes. We've then got this, which is a sewing machine. So this was the piece that I was most looking forward to having. I don't have a Rainbow High sewing machine. This is my first one. So it's quite cute. It's obviously got some details on it in silver. This one is all white. I think other dolls have come with them as well, so there's probably various different colours of them. This one says Rainbow High on it, so I don't know if Rainbow High, the school, actually produce their own sewing machines. Also, the needle actually works. So you've got this dial bit here. No, you can't see. Let me put my arm around here, and hopefully it's not going to go blurred. And then if you basically move this, the needle will actually go up and down like that. So that is quite cute. The back of it is quite plain, but yeah, so it's nice that it's actually got some silver details on there. They're sort of painted on and not just sort of moulded in. I'm actually going to show you this one in comparison to the one that I got for Barbie. There we go. So the Barbie one is a bit bigger and obviously a different shape. There are details on the Barbie one, but none of them are sort of painted or anything like that. They're just kind of like a flat colour. I guess this one is probably more realistic in a way because of the proportions and everything. This one you might have issues with because it doesn't seem very long. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to see. I think it was interesting to see the two side by side. Obviously, you know, any sort of 1/6 scale doll could use either of these quite happily, I think. So yeah, so that is the sewing machine. So let's, without further ado, have a look at the doll herself. We'll just move this all out the way. Okay, so first things first, let's have a look at her face, because I think her face is so beautiful and they've done the makeup really well. So here we go. So lip wise, she's got now a kind of like a sort of a pale coral colour on her lips, which is quite nice. I mean, they could have given her, I guess they could have given her navy lips, which would have been quite an interesting look, but they did go for more of a, I suppose, a flesh tone there. She does have little teeth showing, which look okay. There's no kind of like mispaints or anything like that. I did actually buy this from a store that I went into, so I was able to choose which one. I know the issue with this doll has been that the sort of the fringe or the bangs have been literally all over the place. So I did try and choose one that looked okay. I know obviously once you get them home you can sort them out, but obviously you have to come out of the box and deal with them. And if you were an inbox collector, this doll was probably a nightmare to try and get a good one of. Let's have a look at the eye makeup. So the eye makeup is sort of like a navy blue with black and I think silver as well. She's also got navy eyebrows which match her hair, which is good. They don't always have the ones that match the hair, do they? I don't know. I can't quite remember at this point. But yeah, so she's got navy eyebrows. As I say, the eye makeup is stunning. I hope you can kind of see it. Check out the pictures at the end. I'll try and get some nice pictures of it as well. I do really like what they've done with her. The rest of her face, I think, is just quite simple. I don't think there might be a bit of blusher on it, but I can't really tell. There might not actually be any, but in a way you don't need it because the eyes are so dramatic. Let's have a look at the earrings that she's got. So this, oh, I didn't even know this. So she's got a kind of a jewel in her earring as well. So she's got a jewel at the top, and then she's got an R here. So this kind of stylized R is the same design as the one on the back of her phone case. So that's quite interesting. So she's got an R there, and she's got an R on both, which normally they put an R and an H, but she's just got, sorry, her hair's got a bit tangly here around the earring. But yeah, she's basically got an R on both of them. The jewel is kind of like, I would say, sort of bluey purpley colour. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of detail on those earrings, and they do just clip out. So you could give those to another doll if you wanted to. But yeah, they're quite nicely made by the looks of it, and as I said, there's quite a lot of detail on them. Let's put that back in there. Yeah, one of the things I like about the Rainbow High dolls is the fact that the earrings can be removed. With some of the Barbie ones, sorry, not Cindy. With some of the Barbie ones, you can't remove them because they're kind of embedded. You can pull them out a certain way, but you can't actually get the whole thing out. So let's talk about the hair while we were mentioning the hair earlier. So obviously we've got issues with the fringe or the bangs. The hair is a mixture of sort of a midnight blue or navy blue, and there are black streaks in there as well. I do really love this hair. I think it is so nice. and the combination of the two colours is really lovely. It does look very dark. I hope you can see that it is actually a dark blue and not just the whole thing is black. We do have product in the hair. It's so weird. I don't really know why they bothered. I guess it was just for when they were packaging them. I mean, the fringe, you would expect product on it, but there doesn't actually seem to be that much. So maybe that was the issue. They didn't put enough in the fringe and they put more kind of here. So we've got big kind of like clumps of product in the hair here, but then other bits of it just feel so lovely and soft. It's kind of a bit odd, but I mean that's something that's easily sorted. We can give the hair a wash. We can try and sort out the fringe bit. But yeah, so that is the hair. The hair is lovely. Originally, as I mentioned, I wasn't going to get this doll. I love the base doll. I think the base doll is beautiful, but the clothes to me are just a bit meh. They're just like, I don't know, I'm not really into denim, I suppose, so the idea of sticking one of them in sort of like a denim outfit just doesn't really appeal that much. It's not as if, you know, she's got jeans on, but then she's got a top on and something else. They've kind of gone a bit denim crazy. So also the way that she's wearing this jacket is that it's kind of over her shoulders rather than she has her arm through it. I'm presuming she can wear it as a jacket. I would hope she can wear it as a jacket. And also the way that they've actually put it on. So in the box, it was basically attached with our favourite Kimble tags to the dress, kind of here. But also, I didn't realise this, but it has got sort of like bands which kind of hold it on her shoulder, which is kind of an odd thing, like invisible bands. I don't know. The whole sort of like wearing your coat over your shoulders like that feels like a very sort of like, it feels like a very grown-up thing to do when you're a child. But I think when you're an adult and you're wearing it like that, it's not always the most comfortable thing to do, and it doesn't always want to stay. So having the bands on probably really help. Maybe they'll start designing coats with that in so people can walk around like they're, you know, Queen Bee or whatever. So let's move that out of the way. So the jacket is actually very nice, and I will try and put it on her. Hopefully you can actually put it on. I'm going to move her out of the way while we're looking at this. So this is a mixture of denim and leather, or at least, you know, leatherette or faux leather. So there's lots of details on this. Now, I'm presuming it's meant to look like half of it is denim, or the under bit is denim, and then the over bit is a leather jacket. It's a bit of a mishmash. We've got a zip detail down the front, but the zip detail is part of the leather jacket bit, and the denim jacket bit is sort of underneath. There are no buttons on the denim, apart from there's one at the top here, which is like kind of a stud. It's kind of a confusing piece. There are lots of details on, as I say. We've got another zip here on the side. We've got a kind of a waist buckly thing as well going on. Again, that is part of the leather. And if we turn over the jacket, we've then got, again, we've got a denim panel down the back, forming the back of the jacket. So I'm guessing this is something she's probably made herself, in that she's sewn part of a leather jacket to a denim jacket to make a whole new Frankenstein designed clothing item, which you then would wear over your shoulders rather than sticking your arms in. As I say, we will try and put it on her properly. There's also these kind of epaulette things on the side, sorry, on the shoulder, which are there. Presumably when it's on, it does fit on her shoulders and not just sort of droops down. But I don't know, we'll look at that. We'll have a look at that. There's kind of like a half fake pocket here as well, where obviously it would have been in the original jacket before she applied the whole leather thing. It's kind of an odd piece, I have to be honest. It's kind of an odd piece. It's nicely done, but yeah. We'll see what it looks like on her. Let's have a look at the rest of her now. So she's got a dress. Again, this is denim. There's no straps on this at all. Sometimes they might give them, like, you know, the invisible ones, the invisible sort of plastic ones. But she hasn't got those at all. She's basically just got it on as is. Now, it looks like that perhaps she has made this, again, herself. It's got this sort of patch thing here, which has an RH in, but this reminds me of what you get on the back of jeans. So I guess we're meant to think that maybe she has created this look from a pair of jeans, maybe. We've got lots of kind of studding detail as well, all the way down there. We've got pocket details on the back. Again, we've got studding detail down the side there. It seems to be sort of like a mixture of the backing of jean material and obviously the front-facing sort of denim material there. Over the chest area here, we've also got kind of like a detail which looks like almost like the top of a pocket, but I'm guessing it's not meant to be. I suppose it's just going to sort of cover her bosom there. So again, it's another kind of an odd piece. It is interesting. I am actually going to remove it because I want to make sure she's not stained in any way. So take that off. So I think she's okay. Thankfully, there is no stainage from the clothes on her as far as I can tell, which is kind of what I was worried about. I should show you that she has a manicure. So she's got kind of quite long nails, which are blue. So that's kind of cute that she's got that. If we go further down, we've got some quite simple shoes, I suppose. They are a sort of a chunky heel, which is kind of a cobalt blue, I guess. And then the rest of it looks black, but I think it's probably a very dark blue. And then we've got this kind of buckle detail almost, which again is, oh, that's an R and that's an H. There we go. For the whole, obviously for the whole rainbow high thing. They are attached, kind of, they've got rubber bands around them, so maybe they are prone to falling off, but I don't know. And she does have high heel feet as well. She doesn't have a pedicure, which would have actually been a nice touch, really, because she does have, obviously, her toes are showing. But yeah, so that is her. I'm going to put her in her clothes and her accessories, and then we'll have a final look at her. Okay, so here we go. So this is her in her jacket, which doesn't actually fit that well. The shoulders are kind of weird. The upper arms are a bit odd. It does go on her, obviously, and that's fine. But I think really it was kind of made to go kind of over the shoulders and not have her arms in the sleeves, you know, as it came with those sort of loop things, which is a bit weird. Also, this dress, she seems to want to pop out of it rather a lot, which is fine. But, you know, I know it's not meant to be a children's channel or anything like that. But I don't think we all want to see that, really. So yeah, it's a shame they didn't put straps on this just to kind of hold it up a bit. That said, I'm not really sure that I would keep her in this outfit anyway, only because I'm worried about the staining, you know, just in case. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but over time, you never really know with these kind of things. But look, she's holding her phone in her hand, which you can do. So that's good. She's looking at herself on faux Instagram. She's got a makeup kit here, just under her arm. Like that. She can't really hold the rest of it, unless she holds the sewing machine, which seems a bit extreme. I think she would actually make a really good goth doll, to be honest, and if I were to redress her, which I'm hoping to at some point, I would probably go that route with her. Also, if I was of a mind or of a talent, I might try and give her black lipstick or something, because I think that would go really well. But we'll see. We'll see about that in the future. I really like her. I'm glad that I got her. She was reduced when I got her, as I mentioned. The base style is stunning. It's just I find the outfit a bit questionable. The shoes seem alright, but there's a lot going on down here where there's nothing. So you think they could have given her maybe like tights or stockings, or you know, long socks, or something just down here that isn't just here's some bare leg, really. But anyway, that's probably just me being me. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone else that would like this kind of content. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next video. So, until then, take care. Bye.